This Sunday, Tom Brady will be playing his 10th Super Bowl, which is just insane. So in today's video, the question is, which ones were his absolute best? Let's talk about it.
Welcome to Critical Condition Sports. My name is Jose, and I love to talk about sports way too much. With that being said, feel free to join me in the comment section down below and give me your thoughts on today's video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Jose Matos, and I run Critical Condition Sports, in which pretty much I give you videos on NFL, NBA, and MMA takes. Also, I do weekly different interviews with multiple different guests. So if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely hit that subscribe button down below. Also, I'm also going to be doing a giveaway for the Super Bowl, so if you want to enter to win, then go ahead and stick around to the end of the video to find out how. So today's video, what it's going to be about is pretty much the top 5 performances in Tom Brady's career in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady will be playing in his 10th Super Bowl, which is absolutely insane, and it's really interesting to see, the kind of milestones that he'll set. Obviously, he's already been at 9, so we have multiple different performances to be able to judge him by. I'm going to be giving you the top 5. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my list, and give me your own list. Let's talk about it. So I'm going to start off with number 5. Coming in at number 5, I have Super Bowl 36. So in this Super Bowl, the Patriots defeated the Rams in what was a huge upset by a score of 20-17. The reason it's number 5 on this list is because, look, I obviously had it because it was essentially the start of the dynasty. It was Tom Brady's first Super Bowl win, and the Patriots were a massive underdog. Tom Brady didn't have like the best numbers in the world when it came to this Super Bowl. He only threw for 145 total yards and a touchdown, but he led a very impressive drive which would come to really build his reputation in the NFL for years to come. With under a minute left with no timeouts, Tom Brady was able to drive his New England Patriots squad into field goal range for Adam Vinatieri for him to be able to kick a 45-yarder to be able to pull off one of the biggest upsets in Super Bowl history and giving the Patriots not only its first championship, but it's the first championship in the entire history of their franchise. So definitely that's why this game is at number 5. Coming in at number 4, I have Super Bowl 38. This is the game where the Patriots defeated the Philadelphia Eagles by a score of 24-21. Now, this game is number 4 right here just because of the fact that, this was the 3rd title in 4 years for the New England Patriots, so it's pretty much essentially made them a dynasty. Brady threw 236 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. It was a fairly close game going into the 4th quarter. It was 14-14. The Patriots were able to rip off 10 points in the 4th quarter because of Corey Dillon and an Adam Vinatieri field goal after that. And the Patriots were able to halt a furious Donovan McNabb comeback. Don't want to say furious because of the fact that obviously we've seen reports that McNabb was moving kind of slow in the huddle, really wasn't all there. Regardless, though, McNabb had the football in his hands and he was trying to drive to put the Eagles in a position to tie the game, but that was cut short because of a New England Patriots interception. So Donovan McNabb unfortunately fell short there, and it gave again the Pats the win that basically made them a dynasty. That's why this game is number 4. Coming in at number 3, I have Super Bowl 49. This is a real big one right here. It's the Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. Plenty of storylines, plenty of drama, crazy ending. It had it all pretty much. Tom Brady going into this game hadn't won a Super Bowl in a decade, so it had been a while. There's criticism. People were questioning still whether he was the GOAT or not, obviously, which is now insane. But it was a perfectly good question at the time. Tom Brady didn't have his best game. I'll go ahead and point that out here. The Patriots were down 10 points. They were down 24-14 in the 4th quarter. And then Tom Brady was able to give these 2 magical drives that put the Patriots up 28-24. But the real storyline in this game was Russell Wilson driving to try to take the lead with under 2 minutes left. Jermaine Kearse had this massive catch that really put all of Pats fans, including myself, in a real bad bind and a real nervous wreck. We're reaching the point where it's under 40 seconds left. Marshawn Lynch gets the ball. He gets stopped, I believe, at the 2 or 3 yard line. And again, the clock's still ticking. No one's calling timeout. The players are lining up to go. And what happens? Russell Wilson throws an interception. Obviously, that was goes as, if you're anyone else but a Patriots fan, that goes as one of the worst decisions ever made in NFL history or just Super Bowl history. But if you're a Pats fan, that was such a fantastic moment, and it was so sweet to be able to taste a championship. Again, it had been 10 years, and even though Brady didn't have the best game of his career when it comes to just this Super Bowl specific, he was still able to lead them back. He threw for 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Again, was still able to power the Patriots in a comeback to be able to win his 4th title and New England's first in 10 years. That's why this game is at number 3. Coming at number 2, so this is a hard one, but I definitely wanted to put it this high just because, Super Bowl 38, Patriots versus Panthers, was a really entertaining game, to be honest with you. I know it kind of started off a little bit rough, scoreless first quarter, but, once these teams got going, it was, I believe, 14-10 at the half. You knew you had a different kind of ball game. So, on one side, there was defense, and on the other side of this, there was a good amount of offense because this game started turning into a high-scoring affair of sorts. And going into, ending that half, New England was really trying to get another Super Bowl title. They had come off a very disappointing 2002 season where they didn't even make the playoffs. So there was some pressure. This was the first game, in my opinion, though, that we saw Tom Brady be Tom Brady. What do I mean by that? Well, Tom Brady put up numbers when it came to this game. It was one of his best statistical seasons or games, better yet, in the playoffs that we had ever seen. Tom was 32 of 48, 354 passing yards, 3 touchdowns with 1 interception. The score was 29-29 with under 2 minutes left, and you saw interviews from players saying that they weren't nervous at all because they knew they had Tom Brady, a guy that had already led a comeback drive to be able to win 1 title. And what does Tom Brady do at this point? Again, 29-29, drives with under 2 minutes, puts Adam Vinatieri in a position to kick the game-winning field goal. He makes the game-winning field goal, and the Patriots go on to win 32-29 in a really entertaining game. Real physical football game, as some of the New England players would say when it came down to this football game. Real entertaining, again, at the end of the day. My opinion, though, the Patriots don't win this game without Tom Brady being their quarterback, which is why I have it so high on this list. And coming in at number 1, no-brainer for all Pats fans. It's Super Bowl 51. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots defeating the Atlanta Falcons in the first game to ever go to overtime with a score of 34-28. This was an absolute epic game. And if you're not a Pats fan, you're probably hating on this game. It doesn't get better than drama when it comes to this game. New England was just getting pushed around. At one point they were down 21-0. They were down 28-3 in the third quarter by the Atlanta Falcons, who had the MVP in Matt Ryan. And oh my goodness, it was like 2 completely different games. The first half, nothing but memes, nothing but people just talking smack to the New England Patriots and really laughing and really just enjoying the hell out of a game, even though it was a blowout. Normally in the Super Bowl, you want to see something entertaining, but all the Patriots haters were coming out and really enjoying that. So that was one thing. Though in the second half, middle of the third quarter, they get going. Brady leads the most epic comeback in not just Super Bowl history, but some could argue in NFL history. Down 28-3, Brady's able to tie the game up. In the fourth quarter, did 2 drives, 2 two-point conversions to have the game tied at 28-all. We saw this epic catch by Julian Edelman. We saw a classic Atlanta Falcons, what would become a classic Atlanta Falcons, complete meltdown. And then we saw the first game in Super Bowl history to ever go to overtime. And then once the Patriots got the ball back, we knew they were going to win. They received the ball first in overtime. Once that happened, again, anyone that tells you that they thought Atlanta was going to win this game still is lying to you. Brady took the ball, drove him down the field, and got the touchdown to be able to win 34-28. In my opinion, this was the game where truly his legacy was really cemented as the GOAT. Even though it was only just his 5th title at that moment, it was really impressive to see because you don't see a lot of teams be able to rally from that at all, or really have the confidence or believe that Tom Brady's teammates had when it came to having him as their quarterback. This was, in my opinion, the absolute best performance in Tom Brady's career, even though a lot of people may disagree with it because of some of the mistakes. The ending was just so sweet. The accomplishment was that much sweeter, and it was an epic Tom Brady rally along with his teammates to be able to make the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history happen. So there I have it. That's my list. Those are my top 5 Tom Brady Super Bowl performances. If you agree or disagree with me, let me know in the comment section down below and give me your thoughts. Now for that giveaway. So in honor of the Super Bowl happening this week, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing an NFL jersey giveaway. All you got to do is comment on this video and be a subscriber to this channel, and that's it. I'll enter you. I'm actually going to announce the winner next week after the game, so be on the lookout for that video. So that's it. All you got to do is, again, is comment on this video and be a subscriber to the channel, and you'll be entered in an NFL jersey giveaway. I'm actually going to give the winner the choosing of the jersey, so that's going to be an exciting one, and I'm just doing this special one because of Super Bowl 55 this upcoming week. So thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave it a like, and if you want to enter that giveaway or you're new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.